Him.
Apple is getting sued, ladies and gentlemen. While they're getting sued again. And this is a big one. The last time Apple lied about something this big was during the first iPhone launch. Steve Jobs presented a device that wasn't fully functional, but that was okay, because it was mostly functional. In fact, at the time of the presentation, the phone was plagued with bugs and hardware limitations, so his engineers devised a golden path, which was a sequence of actions that Steve had to follow meticulously or the phone would crash. They even had multiple iPhones on stage to switch between because of memory constraints to prevent crashes. The signal strength indicator was hard-coded to always show a full signal to avoid showing any network issues. There was even a portable cell tower installed by AT&T at the venue to boost the signal strength. But at the end of the day, the lie didn't matter because a working device was released to the public.
Check this out. This is a virtual assistant in a box.
This tech company gaslit me so hard about their previous scam that I decided to investigate their current project, Rabbit. And what I found was shocking. For months, we've been promised that this orange box, the Rabbit R1, has an AI inside of it called Lamb that can organize your life, text your friends, restock your fridge. All you had to do was ask.
Hold on a second. This company still exists and they're still uploading updates to YouTube. R1 1 year later. Introducing memory. Alright then. Anyway, since that famous presentation, Apple has maintained a good track record in showing features that already work to the public. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that streak is over. Because here comes Apple Intelligence. Bad at the one thing it's supposed to be good at. Intelligence. Because of Apple's rampant lying, they are now being sued by their own consumers. Here's a quick rundown of the timeline of events. June 2024. WWDC happens and Apple announces Apple Intelligence, promising new features like an enhanced, more personalized Siri with contextual understanding, along with other AI features. July 2024, reports emerge that Apple Intelligence will be delayed until October 2024. October 2024 rolls around and parts of Apple Intelligence gets released, but key features like enhanced Siri are still missing. Then, on March 7th, 2025, Apple officially confirms that features like Enhanced Siri will be delayed until the coming year. Finally, on March 20th, 2025, a class action lawsuit is filed against Apple by Clarkson Law Firm on behalf of consumers.
Clarkson!
So what's the exact reason that Apple is being sued for? Well, there's actually 8 as listed by the law firm. Number 1, violation of unfair competition law. Number 2, violation of false advertising law. Number 3, violation of Consumers Legal Remedies Act. Number 4, fraud. Number 5, negligent misrepresentation. Number 6, breach of contract. Number 7, breach of implied warranty of merchantability. Number 8, quasi-contract / unjust enrichment. That was a lot, but it can be simplified into 4 simple key points. Point number 1, false advertising by promoting non-existent AI features. Point number B, consumer expectation mismatch, which were ads suggesting immediate availability, misleading consumers. Point numero 3, what is 3 in Spanish? Anyway, point number 3, unfair competition, driving consumers to upgrade to the iPhone 16 based on overstated capabilities, harming consumer trust. Lastly, point number 4, continued misrepresentation, Apple's failure to retract all of their misleading ads, which led to even more consumer deception.
Siri, what's the name of the guy I had a meeting with a couple of months ago at Cafe Grinnell?
You met Zach Wingate at Cafe Grinnell.
Hey!
Zach!
Oh, wow, I didn't think you'd remember me.
Yeah, of course. As soon as I saw you, I'm like, it's Zach. Nobody walks like Zach.
Hey Siri, upload this video to iCloud right now.
I opened the garage.
A lot of these issues are caused by what seems like Apple's leadership at odds with one another. Let's start with John Giannandrea, formerly the lead in AI and search at Google, joined Apple in 2018 as Senior Vice President of Machine Learning and AI Strategy. Reporting directly to CEO Tim Cook, his role involved overseeing AI strategy across Apple, including Siri and core ML development. John's first mistake was advocating for a privacy-centric AI strategy.
And the next one is Swift Assist. Am I getting the name right? Because it's Swift only, right? It's very specific to Swift.
Yeah.
I hear that though, and I think trust, and I think there's two trust factors. The first one is, can the developer trust the code that's being generated? And then the second one is, can the developer trust that their code isn't being misused to train the data for others?
Yeah, both are true, right? I mean, it turns out these large language models are very good at generating code if you ground them in code that's either been run and tested or code that came, was legitimate code that was being used. And there's a technique for doing this called retrieval augmented generation. And so that second feature is anchored in, ground truth about what is good working code. And yes, certainly we would not use our developers' code to train our models. In fact, we could say something even stronger, which is we don't use any of our users' data to train Apple Foundation models.
Morally good, but a problem if you want to be a leader in AI. AI companies want everything, all the data. Even the change stuck in your couch and the 10mm socket still stuck in your engine bay. Don't worry, you'll get it back one day. But John probably could have gotten the job done if he didn't run into a roadblock named Luca Maestri, CFO at Apple. John wanted to double the AI chip budget to speed up development. This was actually initially approved by Tim Cook, but CFO Luca Maestri significantly reduced the increase, leaving the team with outdated GPUs and limited computing power. This forced them to rely on external cloud services and slowed the training of advanced AI models. Then in March of 2025, John Giannandrea was removed as the head of Siri development. All the while, Senior Director of Apple's Siri division, Robbie Walker, and VP of Software, Sebastian what the hell are these names, man? Are both fighting for power internally. Did I mention that Apple has multiple fragmented teams working on different models because of all of this?
You wanna know?
Come on, I just talked
You wanna know? You wanna know?
I'm just asking if
You
vandalism.
wanna know? You wanna know? You wanna know? You wanna know?
Stop.
You wanna know?
You
You wanna
have
know?
to stop.
You wanna know?
Please stop. I can't let you get close.
Can you hear my?
Stop.